Welcome back, everybody. Well, it's another Coleco unboxing moment, and this is going to make my life a lot more enjoyable with my Colecovision. Right now I only have 3 games for it. Donkey Kong, Carnival, and this math game, which actually turned out to actually not be too bad. But I have the Super Game module here and the Colecovision, and I figured let's definitely want to have more games. So I got something that'll let me do that. I want to show you something else before I get into that real quick. This is the Coleco controller, but I actually had these attachments for Sega Genesis controllers, and they work for this too. So I got a really long cord for the Coleco. I recommend that. It actually works really well. Alright, let's open up this box. Let's see what's inside here. And let's have some fun. Sorry for the shaking. Alright. And inside we have a bag. A nice little bag. It's like got some air in it for the cushion, I guess. And let's see what we got. Oh, it looks like there's a SD card in here too. I didn't know I was going to get one of those. It's a good thing I didn't buy one. Alright. Gave me an 8 gig SD card. That's nice. And this is the big thing that we're looking for here. AtariMax Ultimate SD for ColecoVision and Atom. Hell yeah. So this is going to let me play a crap ton of games on my Colecovision. So I've been pretty excited about it. I've been waiting for this to come in for a little while. Yeah, it's a nice red cart. That's cool. Yeah. Colecovision, here we come. We got a lot of gaming to do. We'll be able to play ROMs with this for all kinds of things, for the regular ColecoVision stuff and for the super module stuff. So I'm reading this letter from the guy. I guess I can show this to you a little bit. Stephen J. Tucker is the guy who does this with the AtariMax.com. He says, "Hi. Thank you for your order of the new Ultimate SD cartridge for ColecoVision and for supporting homebrew game developers. You will find the following items enclosed in your kit: AtariMax Ultimate SD cartridge for ColecoVision, an SD memory card." It says 32 megabyte or greater included. I think that 8 gigabyte counts as greater than 32 meg. Absolutely. Firmware and menu software pre-installed in the SD card. ColecoVision bonus digital edition games pre-installed on the card: Mario Brothers and Mr. Chin. That's awesome. To get started, just insert the SD card in your Ultimate SD cartridge, then insert the cartridge in Coleco, and you're good to go. Blah blah blah. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, we got a couple of free games with it, and I have a lot more games I'm going to load onto it. But here it is, the Ultimate SD. Let's check it out. Let's play some ColecoVision. Let's have us some fun. What do you say? I can't wait. Okay, before we go on with the rest of the video, I do want to talk a little bit about what I've discovered as I've been playing around with this. First of all, unfortunately, that extension cable that I got, that Sega Genesis extension cable, it don't work with this because it will negate the second button. I guess the wiring inside the the pinout or whatever, I don't know how all this works, but whatever's going on inside there, it prevents the second button from working. So I found this out when I was playing Defender, and it was using my bomb at the same time it was using my regular shot. So that don't work. There is some good news though. There's an upside. Since I will tell you this, if you own an Atari 7800, you can use your 7800 controllers on your ColecoVision and both buttons will work. I actually have this controller that I got a while back for my 7800, and yes, both buttons work fine. And you know, it's really nice having a D-pad. So I'll be using that, and it has a really long cable, so I don't have to worry about that extension. And I can still press one or whatever buttons I need to press on the second controller for most of the games that I've tested. And I have tested several of them. There's only one ROM so far that I've not been able to get to work at all, and unfortunately, it's a super module game, Gradius or Gradius, whatever. That game, it don't work. I don't know. Maybe I have a bad ROM. I'll see if I can find a good ROM. And you know what? We're going to look at some of these games, and I'll show you some of the differences between the regular versions and the super versions, but there's a lot of games to look at. We're not going to get to all of them. Another thing I would say is I notice sometimes, like this button up here, this is a reset button, as it says right there, but it doesn't always work like how it's supposed to. Sometimes you hit it and it'll reset, but it'll have like this loud noise, like it'll carry over noise from whatever game you were playing. So sometimes that doesn't work. And sometimes when you turn the system off and back on, it'll hang up and the system will just sort of like start to load in the cart and then like loop. So when you turn it off and let it sit for like a second and then turn it back on, then it seems to be okay. Just some things that I noticed. Okay, let's look at some games now. Hey everybody, well, this is the Colecovision. I have this going through. Now this is an RF signal. I need to say that. So it's going to be a little bit staticky. I'm not sure how much of that will come across in the video because of the way YouTube does things, but it's, you know, this is not a modified system. So it's just RF output. And that is going through an RF demodulator and into the retro tank to be captured. So yeah, I think eventually down the road, I will look at possibly getting this ColecoVision video modded, like probably composite modded. I have seen some people mention that there might be an issue with audio from the Super Game module if you do a video mod. So I need to make sure that that's not the case. Guys, if you're watching this and you're fans of the ColecoVision and you happen to have been fans of this system for a long time, or whatever, if you just know a lot of stuff about this system, I'm gonna need your help. I'm very new to this console. I just got it, and in fact, you know, I've barely played these games, so I don't know all the ins and outs of everything. What I was reading earlier about, for example, Gradius, couldn't get it to work, and I read online that there are a few games that use custom mappers, custom code, possibly. I don't know if there's custom chips in those games and those cartridges. I don't know. There's a couple of games that were mentioned as having incompatibility with the AtariMax cartridge that I have. At least that's my understanding. And the games in question are, of course, Gradius. That's one of them. The other ones are the Black Onyx and Boxel. And apparently these will work on the analog FPGA systems, like the Mega SG, which it will actually play ColecoVision games. So those games will work on that, but for some reason they're not compatible with the AtariMax cartridge. At least that's my understanding. So I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Maybe there's a way to get them to work, and I just don't know what that is. But those games unfortunately don't work, which really sucks because, you know, Gradius was definitely a game that I was wanting to play. But that's okay. It's not a big deal. There are hundreds of other games to play. There are so many freaking games. My organization of these files is not great at the moment. I just threw everything on the card that I could find in from a variety of different places in a variety of different ways. But we're just going to check it out. We're going to play some of this. We're going to have some fun. One thing I want to mention also is I decided to not use any other controllers other than the actual controllers. And the reason for that is there's just some problems. Okay. Now I can use my my Atari 7800 gamepad that I got, and it'll work, but not all the games will let me start the game because I can't press 1 on the second controller to start the game. So I was like, well, that's frustrating, you know. Now I understand there's also a controller that I could buy that would solve that problem. That has a D-pad and everything. It looks just like a NES style controller, but I don't have that. So for now, we're just gonna use the Coleco controller. I think it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool controller, and I want to get more comfortable with it anyway. So we're gonna do that. All right, enough talking. Let me grab my Coleco controller here. Here's the menus. When I bought this, several of these folders were already here. Not all of these, but several of these. Like this one here has those 2 free games that we got, Mario Brothers and Mr. Chin. But I think the first game I'm gonna take a look at here is I just want to show you like some comparisons between different versions of games, because I don't know that I have all. I mean, I think it's kind of like all over the place with the different versions. There's like multiple versions of certain games out there on the internet. I noticed that with my Atari XE computer, when I was playing Homebrew stuff, I was finding like multiple versions that were slightly different of certain games. So I think that's going to be the same with the Colecovision here, which is pretty cool that they have that, you know, robust of a Homebrew community. Anyway, we'll jump in here and we'll start off, and we're just going to take a look at some retail games first. And we have to start with the original Donkey Kong. So now I have the cartridge of this, and this is, if you've never seen Donkey Kong on the ColecoVision, this is what it looks like. So we're going to play it for just a second, then I'll show you some variations that I have of Homebrew versions of this. All right. Oh man, he got me right. He got me right there. Okay. All right. Let's try it one more time. I have to admit, this is a lot easier. This particular game is a lot easier to play with a D-pad. So there are some games I would probably still want to break out that D-pad controller and play that way, for sure. But I'm getting more and more used to this controller. I think it's a pretty damn good controller, actually. Alright, let's see if we can... Yeah, we made it. I gotta get up there at some point. Oh, no, okay. I made it. Man, I don't know if I'm gonna... Alright, let's go for it. Nope, nope. Oh, he's got me. God dang it. Damn you, Donkey Kong! Who do you think you are, mister? Man, I gotta tell you, this version of Donkey Kong, this just regular Coleco version, it's not a special edition version, it's not a hacked version, it's just the regular version. It's pretty damn good. I would say that this version of Donkey Kong is pretty much... Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. It's pretty much as good as the 7800, the Atari 7800 version. In some ways, this version's better. And it's not... It's kind of like hard to really compare, but I'd say it's pretty close. 7800 version might be a little bit better in some ways, graphically and other things like that. I don't know. But it's pretty damn good. It's definitely light years beyond the Atari 2600 version or the Intellivision version, that's for sure. Oh man. I'm just getting decimated here. Alright. So let's stop here. Let's take a look at another version of Donkey Kong that was designed for the Super Game module. Let's take a look at that. Okay, here we go. This is Donkey Kong Super Game module version. Tell me if you notice any differences. Might notice a difference on the title screen there. And we'll just do skill 1. Yeah, a little bit of a difference. Graphics are massively improved several different ways. I mean, I think everything is improved in this game. The opening sequence, oh crap. The dying. The dying is improved. Oh, that was close. Get up there! Get up there! Ah! Man, I can't... Thought I had the... Thought I was lined up with it, but I guess I wasn't. Still getting used to this controller. Just skip that. There we go. There's a lot improved on this. Whoops. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I'll be here all night just looking at Donkey Kong. Not making the same mistake twice. Yeah, this is a lot better. I want to show you another variant that I found for Donkey Kong that's out there. Show you what that looks like. I think maybe these are like this other version that I'm going to show you. I think might be like a prototype of this. I mean, I don't know. It might be a completely different take on it, like a different homebrew take on it. I'm really not sure. But let me show you what that looks like. Alright, here it is, called Super DK. So let's see what that looks like. And like I said, I don't know if it's related to the other one or not. Doesn't seem to be as refined as the other one. Does have some improvements, obviously, over the original. Alright, that's Donkey Kong. You know what? Let's check out some let's check out some more of these amazing super module games. Okay, this is Galaga. You're familiar with Galaga, obviously. Let's check it out. I'll turn the volume up a little bit on the game. Moves really good. Really good animation. Oh, there we go. See if we can get our fighter back. Ah, crap. Well, that's not what I was trying to do. It's all right. I mean, it moves really fast. I think this is actually, I'm going to make a bold statement. I think this is better than the NES version of Galaga. It's pretty damn good. I'm just doing terrible. Get the music and everything. Let's try it one more time. It sounds so good. You can hold down the button, although you'd shoot a hell of a lot faster if you just hit the button really fast. Let's see if we can do this. Come on, get over here. Ah, crap. Ah, come on, man. Trying to get my ship captured. I'm screwing this all up. Well, I don't even have enough lives to do it now. Ugh. It's another one you might want to play with a D-pad. These single button games, you can just use like a Sega Genesis controller or something like that. Yeah, I'll just play this all night if I stay. Keep in this. Let's check out something else. Now, I love Asteroids, and I think the 2600 version of Asteroids is still, it has a special place for me. I really like it. It's super simple. I mean, Asteroids is better on other things, probably, but I really like that version. But I got to tell you what, this is a cool-ass version of Asteroids that Team Pixel Boy put together. So let's check this out. I want to show you what this looks like. I mean, it's not really vector graphics because it's, you know, it's Colecovision, but it's simulating vector graphics. Look at all these options you have. Let's just check it out. Let's check out this game. Look at that. This is so much more advanced than, I mean, it uses both buttons. The second button is your thrust, first button is your shot. But the graphics are just so much more advanced than, I mean, I'm trying to, maybe the 5200 Atari XE computer. It's like, this is really good. This is way better than, way better than the 2600 version. And I would say, I don't really like the 7800 version of Asteroids that much, because it's kind of, I don't know, kind of strange looking to me. They, instead of doing something, they kind of tried to make it look too, I don't know, like they try to make the graphics too detailed in that version. This is definitely my favorite of the super duper retro versions that I've tried. This is fantastic. Just trying to figure out how to control my guy and get done what I'm trying to do. Oh, come on, don't die. Oh, crap. Alright. That was not very successful. What do we got? So you can change the color. Wow, that's cool. Make it even more like the vector version. Let's see what that... We'll do that. We'll just try it like that. If I get my Coleco video modded, this is going to look really clear. This is going to be a lot better. How am I doing that warp? I noticed that I'm doing the hyperspace, but I don't know how I'm doing it. Oh. I don't know how I'm doing that. Oh, that was crazy. How am I hyperspacing like that? Very curious to see how I'm doing that. So you can turn that off. Shield, flip. Oh, that's cool. Let's try shield. Maybe I can figure out how I'm doing it and then... Ah. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, I think I figured it out. I think it's like hold down the button and press up or down. Yeah. I think I'm out now. Man, die. Okay. This is really cool. This is a really cool version of Asteroids for sure. Okay. Well, if we're going to check out Asteroids, we're going to have to check out Gyrus. You know, I love Gyrus. My favorite version is on the Famicom. The Famicom disk system is my favorite version. But the Atari 5200 version of Gyrus is pretty damn good. So how does this compare to that? Let's see. Okay, here we go. Time for some Gyrus. Cyrus playing Gyrus. Oh yeah. Man, it controls really good. I mean, the arcade version is really cool. That retro remastered version on the Xbox 360 that I have is actually really cool as well. But yeah, the Famicom Disk System version is my favorite. This is, as far as I mean, I'd have to see like a direct side-by-side comparison of this with the Atari 5200 version. But it sounds almost exactly the same, if not exactly the same. And it plays, damn, it's fast. Might be faster on here than it is on the 5200. Plays very similar. This feels like the 5200 version. And graphically, it looks, I can't tell you exactly, but it looks about the same. I would say this is as good as the 5200 version for sure. For sure. And the controller, man, for a game like this controller works great. This controller is like perfect for this game. Little circular motion stick. I'm messing with the controller trying to explain it, and I'm getting myself killed while I'm doing that. Probably not the best idea. Oh, crap. It definitely seems faster than the 5200 version. Here we go. We'll try it one more time. I'm not hitting any of these guys. There we go. Got killed right there. Oh man. Crap. Ah, fast. Things get flying at you all over the place. Oh boy. Oh man, I didn't even see that. Dang it. I get the hang of it. Definitely don't want to stay in one spot too long. Nice. Perfect. Perfect. I get addicted to playing these games and I'll forget that I'm supposed to be showing you other stuff. Oh man. Blew that. Oh crap. Well, so much for that. Speaking of which, let's check out something else. And some of these games I'm showing you are retail games, and some are homebrew, and some are super module games. This is just a retail game. Gyrus is also retail. But Buck Rogers is a really cool game on the Atari 5200 and the Atari 8-bit computer. So I'm curious to see how it looks and plays on the ColecoVision. I like Buck Rogers quite a bit. It's sort of like a shoot 'em up, kind of like Star Fox, kind of that sort of a shoot 'em up. 1982. All right. Oh crap. Oh boy. I'm gonna use the auto fire with the second button. If I can really concentrate on my steering. Yeah, nobody remembers Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers was like, I don't know. Sort of like Star Wars, I guess. Here we go. Let's see what those towers look like when they start flying at me. Very precise control. I have to say, for its day, this was probably the best controller that was out there. Definitely better than the Atari 2600 controller or the 5200 controller. Ooh. Or the Intellivision. It seems more advanced than the 5200 version. I don't remember all this in the 5200 version. Atari computer version, it's the same thing. It's pretty damn good. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Just from what I've seen so far, if I was to kind of evaluate the graphical capability and sound capability and everything that I'm seeing, I'd say the ColecoVision is at least as good as the Atari 5200. At least that good. Probably somewhere in between that and the 7800. Probably what I would say. But this game is much better than the 5200 and 8-bit computer, Atari 8-bit computer version of this that I played. This is a lot better. This is more fun, more interesting. There's a lot more happening. We definitely, when I played it, I never ran into nothing like this. So, pretty awesome. Ouch. Cool. Nice play. Go on. Nice play. Go on. We still want the money, Lebowski. Oh, that's pretty good. Buck Rogers. That's pretty awesome. Okay, I grew up playing Pitfall on the Intellivision, and then I got it on the Atari later. Very similar versions. The Atari 5200 and Atari 8-bit computer has a really nice version of Pitfall. Graphics are quite a bit better than the Intellivision or Atari versions. I am very curious to see what this looks like. Pitfall I and II are on the Colecovision. So let's see what Pitfall looks like. Wow. That's pretty good. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, wow. Yeah, I can see myself getting this system AV modded. I absolutely could see that happening. Because, I mean, this looks fine on a CRT, but yeah, this would probably look amazing AV modded. If you guys know if that AV modding is cool, if it works with the Super Game module, let me know. Because like I said, I did hear that it didn't really, the sound didn't work with that. Graphically, this is much better than the Atari version or the Intellivision version. I'm not sure if I would say this is better than the 5200 and Atari 8-bit computer version, but it's definitely better. I mean, way better looking than the Intellivision or Atari 2600 ones. So that is a fact, Jack. Oops. I gotta see what Pitfall 2 looks like. Let's check that out. Okay, next up here, Pitfall 2, The Lost Caverns. I have this on my 5200 and I played it on the 8-bit computer. I don't think I have this on the 2600, and I do not have this on the Intellivision, but I could definitely compare it to what I have on the 5200. So let's take a look at it. Oop. Oh. It's interesting how it rewinds you back in time when you get hit. Go back to your last save spot. I'm sorry if the graphics look a little muddled. Like I said, it's just RF being modulated, so there's a lot of static. It looks a lot better on an old TV. Ah, man, I didn't get over him. Crap. It's going to send me all the way back. Well, that's a bummer. Definitely want to try to get to a save spot. Ah, I thought I could get over him. Back I go again. Yeah. Don't have a whole lot of capability in this. Can't duck or nothing. Back over here. Try it one more time. Nope. Not gonna let me go that way. Maybe there's a way to do it and I just don't know. We want the money, Lebowski. You can't go that way. Yeah, made it. Oh, there's a safe spot. Yeah, definitely want to hit that. Oh, bat nailed me. At least I get to start right there instead. Much better. Hello. Yoink. Oh boy. I want to go that way. This is one I'm gonna have to jump up as soon. Yeah. Oh crap. Damn it. Timing is tough. Oh crap, I ran right into the back of him. Got a little bit too rambunctious. There we go. Come on. Ugh. Aw, man. That's tough. I think you understand what the the gist of the name of the game with this is. It's gonna be tough to do this. Ah, I made it. Can't believe it. I can't believe it's not butter. Oh, damn you, bat. Stupid bat. Bats are always a pain in the ass in every video game, especially these old video games. Freaking bats. No, god dang it. Alright, that's enough Pitfall II. Okay, last game we're going to look at for this video. TwinBee. This is a super game module game. Let's check it out. Konami. Oh, damn it. I'm sure you played TwinBee before. Oh, crap. Damn it, come on. Game over, man. Do that one more time. Ah, come on. Ugh. They are coming from all sides. Come on. Ah. Okay, well, there you go. That's pretty hard. More Coleco coming very soon. More videos coming soon. I'm having a blast. Hopefully you guys enjoy some of this. Hey, you know what I would appreciate? If you know about Coleco stuff, or if you've got some like games that you are familiar with, or that you would like to, like me to play and see, and you're curious to see what my reaction or thoughts are about certain games or whatever, suggest them. Let me hear it. Give me a list of games. Let me know what when you play Coleco, what do you play? What's some good stuff? And is there any super module games that you're curious about you'd like to see? Because, man, there's some pretty cool games that take advantage of that extra hardware. Okay, well, that's it for now. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.